Yo, what's going on, guys? Jay here from Northwest Indiana Elevators here. Today, we're doing my 7-year anniversary video, and this is going to be definitely a little bit different video than what everybody else does. So we're going to be doing an interview, and I'm going to start with my sister Holly here.
Hey everybody.
So how does it feel to be with me for the past 7 years filming elevators?
I mean, it's truly an experience to get to go in a bunch of cool buildings, see a bunch of different looking elevators. I mean, it's pretty cool.
I mean, it's definitely been an interesting hobby for me, but you know, for the past 7 years I've been into doing this. It's just been a thrilling experience. So tell me, what's your most memorable experience?
Oh, let's see. I remember when we were in Chicago, and we went in this really tall building, and it was like super fancy. There were a bunch of fancy people in there. Nobody even cared we were in there. We just went in there, filmed the elevator, went up to the top roof, saw like a beautiful skyline. It's really pretty.
That was at the John Hancock Center.
Yeah, that's what it was. You know, Jay, I just want to say I think you have the best elevator channel out there.
Yeah, it's definitely been nice talking to you guys, like during in the comments, you know, looking at people's comments and see how many people. I have like over 600 subs, so I would say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching my channel for the past 7 years. And I would give you 2 people a special shout out: Matthew Gregginator.
Ooh, Matthew.
And Andrew Reams, aka Diesel Ducey.
Ooh. Right
over here, I'm interviewing next is my dad. So he is basically the guy who takes me around and going to these big cities and seeing what kind of elevators they have. So, you know, for the past 7 years, how's that been with me?
Man, it's been a lot of fun. We've been on a lot of adventures together. You know, prior to you getting into elevators, I would just ride an elevator and never really think a whole lot about it. But now every time I go in, I'm always looking to see, like, you know, what kind it is, and like, is it modernized or is it original? And you know, we get Elevator World magazine, and I like to read that. So it's been a lot of fun. We've been all over the country. We've been to 48 states together, and we've been, you know, kind of a lot of places around the world just filming elevators. It's been really cool.
And that's true because, you know, in the U.S. we have like these laws here telling, like, different states like to do different things, but you know, it's definitely been an interesting experience.
Sure has.
So.
And then who would have thought that, like, the coolest elevator out of all the ones we've been on, and I've probably been on over 1,000 with you.
Yeah.
The coolest one is probably about 2 miles from where we are right now.
Yes.
At Ludwig's in LaPorte.
Yes.
Put it in 1900 with that belt system down in the basement.
Yes.
That was incredible.
I mean, that one I truly liked it the most because, you know, it's the oldest elevator in Indiana, but you know, I was kind of surprised that it's still running here today. So.
Well, other than that, I would say probably my favorite elevator that I've been on with you is in the Space Needle in Seattle. That was really cool.
Well, my personal favorite video is the one with the in Iceland this summer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The pop out, the Schindler pop out.
That was a good one too.
But what is the most memorable thing that you ever?
The most memorable thing is it's probably just a culmination of a lot of things, that just like how nice people are to you and how you bring out the good in people. That's been really cool for me to see, because like I'll be sometimes afraid to walk into a place, and then you'll just like go in there and say, like, I remember we went into Elgin.
Yeah.
Remember when in Elgin, Illinois?
Yes.
And I was a little bit worried about getting in trouble, and we went in and the guy's like, can I help you? And you just go, I'm an elevator filmer. And the guy's like, okay, well, let me let you in the elevator. If you remember right, that was a manual one where the guy had to like adjust.
Unfortunately, that thing is no longer there, as they just renovated that place into apartments.
Yes.
So the elevators have been completely gutted out and modded.
Yes.
Which I was kind of like, I was kind of like depressed about it, but.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was definitely memorable, but just the whole body of work has been very memorable to me. I don't have necessarily one specific. Oh, I will tell you one funny one was when we went with Derek and Austin
Yes.
after your 8th grade year.
Yeah.
And Derek memorized the code that the people put in, and then we went to where we weren't supposed to.
We went to the staff only floor.
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, I should do that again. I mean, I've seen videos of people like going to the secret floors just because.
Oh, I have another memorable one too.
Yeah.
It was also very memorable to me when the Purdue elevator crew found
Yes.
you on YouTube and invited you to go down there.
Yes.
And then you and I went down to Purdue, and they gave us a behind-the-scenes tour of like all the elevators that, or a lot, not all of them, but a lot of them at Purdue University. That was
Yes.
pretty fun too.
Yes. You know.
Oh, then another one was just recently when the guy gave you the elevator parts down at
Yes.
Riley.
Yes. That video would be coming up in the near future sometime, but yeah, that one was pretty awesome because, as you know, the elevators at the RC is getting modded right now, so it's kind of sad seeing the Dover Impulse goes away, but at the same time, we're preserving history.
Oh yes.
So anyway, what are you planning on doing? What are we going to be doing in the near future? Like,
Well, we're talking about making a trip down to Florida this summer.
Yeah.
We're going to be going to Costa Rica
in the spring.
during spring break.
Yeah.
See what kind of elevators there are in kind of a third world kind of a country.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting. We're also talking about maybe going to Canada.
I think we're
This-
also
this
talking
summer.
about going to Alaska.
And then of course, you know, the trip to Arizona when you go to the University of Arizona next year.
Yes.
You know, we'll be
That's
filming some
a-
elevators down there.
Yes. And we'll be stopping at some large cities up there.
Oh yes, maybe Dallas,
Kansas City.
yeah, KC.
Yeah.
So lots of things on the horizon.
Yeah.
And then your sister's volleyball this winter and into the spring will take us to places like, you know, Louisville and Indianapolis and, you know, maybe Minneapolis and Detroit. So lots of elevators to be filmed still.
Yes. And a lot of new parts might be coming into the elevator collection.
Yeah, I really want to get on I don't know if these are around yet, but you know, I was reading in Elevator World. I'm excited to get on a magnetic elevator, and then also like get in some larger high rises where there's two elevators in the same shaft.
I want to get on one of those. I haven't been in one of those yet, but that's my main goal
Yeah.
for next year is to actually get in a double deck elevator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem I think though is that those are a lot of times in high rises,
Yeah.
and we haven't had a lot of good experience getting in high rises. We get a lot of times we get shaken down by the security.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Minneapolis is a pretty good city, but overall, it's just, you know, it's really hard to get in those high-rise buildings.
Yeah. I also like some of the friends that you've made in the elevator community.
And I
there's
wanna-
some really good people in the elevator community that you've been able to like make friends with
Yeah.
and Skype with, and
Yes.
I'm looking forward to meeting some of them this summer, maybe on some meetups.
Yeah. I want to say a big thank you to Julian,
Oh yes.
also known as Floridian Elevators.
Yep.
Jared, also known as PA Elevators. Evan, also known as Elevator Western Canada, whatever, Pennsylvania. Also, there's some
Greginator.
Greginator. Trevor from Indy, Carmel. And Jordan Elevators Canada. He also is an elevator filmer from
Right.
Canada.
Well, what
And
about the
he-
guy in southern Indiana too?
Kerry,
Yep.
although he doesn't own a YouTube channel yet, he is a follower on my elevator stuff. So,
And then of course the grandfather of them all.
Diesel
Diesel
Ducey,
Ducey.
Andrew Ames, thank you so much, because I always am inspired by your videos, and he is the guy who started whistling into elevator.
Oh yes.
So it's
I read about him in Elevator World too.
Yeah.
He made it all the way to Elevator World.
Yes, it was definitely. It's always fun when you watch other videos from other YouTubers because you never know where the elevators will look like or any of that kind of stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out all the different elevators, especially in those Soviet Union elevators.
Yeah, the communist elevators.
Yes.
So another thing that I've liked about filming elevators with you is that you've gotten like other people like into elevators. So like friends of mine or some of your family,
Yeah.
they'll like take videos of elevators and send them to you, or they'll text you and say, hey, I was just here and this is the kind of elevator they had. So you've raised, like, by your passion in elevators,
Yeah.
you've raised awareness to other people like about elevators.
Yes.
And that's been pretty neat because now like people who otherwise like really wouldn't care a whole lot about elevators are now like into it, and they're like checking out elevators, and everybody's always asking me like, where's Jay going next on his elevator, adventures.
Yes.
So that's been kind of fun.
So I hope I get to film more elevators with you.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah. So one of the things that I'm going to, I'm really proud of you that you're going to University of Arizona, but I'm going to miss our elevator adventures a little bit. But
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll still be able to film them, like
Yeah.
even after you're out of here. It just won't be quite as much.
Yes.
So
And expect a lot more videos from U of A, but mainly around the Tucson area. But
yeah.
there's not gonna be a whole lot. My YouTube name will still be the same. It's just that I'm gonna be in a different general area.
Right.
But hey, thanks for
All right.
having the conversation with me.
Oh yes, you're welcome.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright guys, this is my twin brother here, Grant. He used to be a cameraman
Yeah.
back in the early days.
Yeah.
So now tell me, for the past 7 years, how fun has it been with me?
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. We've been to a lot of different buildings and different kind of elevators, and we've ran into a lot of different people who they're not so sure what to think about the filming when it goes on.
Yeah.
But I haven't been in a video in a while, so maybe I should come back.
Yeah. It's definitely been interesting with you because you used to be a cameraman
Yeah.
in the early days. So
Yeah.
tell me how that was like.
Oh, that was great. I filmed a lot of escalators for you.
Yes.
Filmed a lot of elevators, especially in the shopping malls over in South Bend and Illinois and stuff.
Yeah.
Filmed a lot of elevators there, but haven't been on a trip in a while.
Yeah, and it's definitely interesting because not everyone knows that we're twins.
Yeah, we are twins. Yes.
It's just it's definitely been an interesting time together. Now of all the elevators that you've been in, what's the most memorable thing that you've done?
We've been in some death trap elevators before that were really shaky and stuff. Those are always interesting because you're not sure if you're gonna make it up in them or not.
Yes.
So, especially that one out in California
Yes.
at the hotel, that
yeah.
death trap. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
We've done some epic door closes.
Yeah.
The one time I remember, I accidentally ring the alarm right when the people were coming in.
Yeah, I remember that. You've shut the door on a lot of people over the years.
Yes.
And you've also made the elevator bell start going off because you won't close the door. So
Yes.
it's been both ways.
Yes. But it's definitely been an interesting time. Now, since you're a senior, right? And,
Yeah.
because you're going to a different college than me.
Yeah.
What's your future is gonna be like?
Probably going into a business school at IU, and maybe while I'm there, I can film a few elevators for you. You guys, comment down below if you want to see some elevators at IU. Maybe we can show them those.
Yeah. I remember watching Music Freak CC's videos, and it's always kind of funny that he was camera shy.
Yeah.
So every time there's a mirrored elevator, he always has to swing the camera around because he doesn't want to see his face.
Oh, really? His
Yeah,
face
like
hasn't
a
been in
camera
any videos?
phobia.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's always very fun doing, like taking videos of every elevator, and like some people always question us, what are we doing? And
Yeah.
they're
A lot of times you can't film at those places, so you
Yeah.
get kicked out.
Yeah.
Like casinos.
yes. And you know, it's always been fun with you filming elevators and all
Oh, yeah.
that stuff. But hey, you know, keep up the great work, man.
All right. Keep up the good work on your page. You guys keep watching and following Jay's videos.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Click over here if you want to watch the previous video, or click over here if you want to watch the best video, or click right in the middle of my face if you want to subscribe. With that being said, Jay from Northwest Indiana Elevators out.